This is the first Doctor. This incarnation was the start of everything that is under Doctor Who. But who was he? The first Doctor was the accepted first incarnation of Doctor Who, and he was on TV from 1963 to 1966, and also had some other appearances in other TV stories, such as The Three Doctors in 1972 to 1973, The Five Doctors in 1983, The Day of the Doctor in 2013, although that one is kind of debatable, and also appeared in The Power of the Doctor in 2022. And on TV, he's been played by many actors such as William Hartnell during 1963 to 1966, and also in The Three Doctors, Richard Hurndall for only The Five Doctors in 1983, and David Bradley for Twice Upon a Time in 2017, and The Power of the Doctor in 2022. As well as in the First Doctor Adventures Volume 1 to 5 on Big Finish from 2017 to 2021, and he's probably the actor that's played the Doctor the most, the First Doctor, the most, if you don't count the actual main actor, which is really obviously William Hartnell. This incarnation was the incarnation to introduce Doctor Who, the first ever scene of the TARDIS, and also kick-started the first thing that would probably be one of the most popular things of Doctor Who, regeneration. And he was also quite grumpy, but during his travels with many companions, he has learned to sense justice and has now actually matured as a person before he regenerated. But what's the story of the first Doctor? He fled his home world, Gallifrey, in a Type 40 broken TARDIS he found in a junkyard. Due to how faulty it was, he travelled in time and space all around the place, because of how faulty the TARDIS was, and along with his granddaughter Susan Foreman, and they settled on Earth in 1963. After Susan's teachers, Ian Chesterton and Barbara Wright, were caught up trying to investigate the weird Susan, they were kidnapped by the Doctor and went on with travelling with the Doctor, as the Doctor couldn't actually pilot the TARDIS correctly because of how faulty it was. After a lot of travel with the group, he let Susan go with David Campbell, who she loved, after a battle with Daleks on Earth, and Susan decided to settle on Earth with David to go on and have a family. After Susan departed from the Doctor went on with more travelling till he found himself on the planet Dido, where he found a new companion, Vicky Pallister, who reminds him of Susan, and the Doctor invited her along to travel with him. After a battle with more Daleks, obviously winning, the Doctor used the Daleks' time machine, which was meant to be used against the Doctor, to send Ian and Barbara home in London in 1965, which obviously he couldn't do originally with the TARDIS, and this was the last scene of Ian and Barbara. After Ian and Barbara left, he gained a new companion, Stephen Taylor, in which he didn't have a good relationship with. Vicky then left the Doctor for Taurus, a Greek, in 12,000 BC. After yet another fight with Daleks, Stephen blamed the Doctor for the deaths of Katharina and Sarah Kingdom, but forgave him eventually. Dodo Chaplet joined the duo, and Stephen decided to stay and help the civilization they have encountered. Dodo was then later injured in an adventure and remained home in London in her time to recover. The Doctor found himself with Ben Jackson and Polly Wright, who he was more polite to and attempted to keep them and not make the mistake he did, which made Stephen leave. And at a certain point, he had also travelled with John Gillan, who were his other grandchildren, going under the name Doctor Who. The first Doctor met his end after defeating the Cyberman. Mondas had drained a lot of his life force. Exiting the place, he refused to regenerate before a future incarnation helped him to regenerate after fighting off the glass avatar. After this, the future Doctor had been reassured of this future and accepted this. This caused him to regenerate into his second body/incarnation. Here's the full clip that I can find of the Doctor regenerating from William Hartnell to Patrick Troughton.
No, that old man. Now go get him up here.
But he's ill.
He's gonna get worse. Get him up.
No need. Let him here.
Doctor, you all right?
Yes. Your plan is foiled, sir. You cannot fire the rocket.
Yes, and you've just arrived in time. Get over there.
I must protest.
Move! Dyson, get through to Zeus 5.
What happened to you, Doctor?
Oh, I'm not sure, my dear. Comes from an outside influence. This old body of mine is wearing a bit thin.
What do you mean wearing a bit thin?
Oh, don't worry, child. Don't worry. Oh, let's have a look, dear boy.
Doctor!
Ben! Oh, please, Ben, help me. Get me out of
Don't panic, love. I'll have you out soon.
Oh, my hands were stuck and I couldn't get... Oh, Ben, I've been so scared.
Take it easy, love.
And
Take
that
it easy.
Cyberman thing, it just fizzled into nothing, Ben. It was awful.
Yeah, what's the matter with the doctor?
I don't know. When the lights went out, he just seemed to faint.
Hey, come on, doctor. Wakey. It's all over now.
What did you say, my boy? It's all over. That's what you said. But it isn't all over. It's far from being all over.
What are you talking about?
I must get back to the TARDIS. Immediately.
All right, Doctor.
I must go now.
Aren't we going to go back and say goodbye or anything?
No, I must go at once.
Oh, well, you better have this. We don't want you catching your death of cold.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Forgot. Keep warm.
What's happened to him?
Dunno, he seems to have lost his sense of humour.
Well, I can't wait to get out of this place.
Good-looking guys, aren't they?
Wait for us!
Open the door!
Hey, let us in!
Can't leave us here of all places! Open up!
Doctor!
Come!
Doctor! Quick, help him!
No, leave it.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, or this little mini-sode. I will continue to do more of these, and I will attempt not to stutter as much. But until then, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you probably tomorrow.